Hey everybody, it's Whimsy and I'm here with the weekly vlog. So I have to apologize, this week kind of got away from me as far as like uploads go. Like I think I only did like an average of 1 a day instead of 2. I don't know, just, you know, like combinations of things. I'm not, sorry, I keep making excuses and stuff, I feel bad about that. I've been working on a couple things, the past 2 days I've been like building IKEA furniture, which has been fun because I like doing that. People probably think I'm crazy, but I think it's fun. Trying to like reorganize my room so that I have better filming space and whatnot. It's always going to be a struggle. It has been for the past couple months. And, you know, just, we had family come visit this weekend, and I didn't know when they were coming, so it kind of like, on Friday it was like, oh, family's already here. I didn't know they were going to come today. I thought they were going to come like later, but, so I had to kind of like deal with that, and, but, you know, it's okay. We still got, like, some stuff done. So, you guys might have seen my urgent Bayonetta update. So, with Bayonetta 2, I didn't realize that the lost chapters go up in difficulty as far as the whole game is concerned, and I'm not ready for that. So, I'm gonna go back and do what I wanted to do, and, like, try to get platinum in every, stage or every chapter on each difficulty. So, and I'll be going back and forth between the two games. I'm not just going to do, like, all Bayonetta 1 and then all Bayonetta 2. I'm going to do, like, very easy and easy of Bayonetta 1 and then go to Bayonetta 2 and do easy and then do, like, normal mode in both and then hard mode or whatever. So, you know, we'll see. Because I know Bayonetta 1 has, like, 5 difficulties, maybe more. I know Bayonetta 2 has, like, 3 or 4 or something like that. If you include the, like, infinite climax or whatever, I don't know. That's probably, like, an unlockable thing, but... So, because of that, I'm going to be doing a lot of filming of Bayonetta, and I don't know when it's going to be available. I don't know when I'm going to be able to finish it. So, Bayonettas aren't going to be posted on Fridays, like, for sure anymore. It's going to be, like, kind of just whenever. So, that'll be just kind of like a fun little, oh, look, a Bayonetta episode, because it's going to take a while to edit, too. Because I have to try to, you know, bring it down to, like, a 20-minute episode, but it's going to be, like, a lot of clips of me going through, and it's gonna be like just the important stuff. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for Fridays just yet, because I know that there's some game suggestions. I've written them all down on my phone. If I've forgotten any, I apologize. Please post them in the comments if you can. I'm not sure. I might look into that. Look at any games that are left unfinished, try to, you know, maybe get back to those. We'll see. So now, with Minecraft, I've been actually kind of taking a break from Minecraft. I just realized I hit 50 episodes with the last one I posted, and I just kind of lost my steam for Minecraft for a little bit. I don't plan to stop, because obviously I just learned how to do, like, brewing, which is ridiculous for someone who's been playing since 2012. But, you know, I still want to keep playing Minecraft. I'm just kind of like, I haven't been in the mood to record it. So I've been trying to do other stuff on Mondays, but I don't really know. I might take this time to get, like, there's a bunch of prop hunt videos I never actually posted because I was just too lazy to edit them because I had all this other stuff. And then there's, like, this, you know, just other things that I've, like, Cards Against Humanity and stuff that I have recorded but I haven't posted. So I'm going to look into getting some of those done. I know I was going to look into Breath of the Wild. That's if I can get my hands on it. I don't know. We'll see. Any, like, you know, cheaper Steam games, maybe I could, you know, try some, or even, like, one-shots or whatever, like... I was reading my Game Informer magazine, and Super Hot? Yeah, Super Hot looks like it'd be a lot of fun to try, so maybe, you never know what I might go ahead and try out, but for right now, there's a little break with Minecraft. I do know that, Minecraft was getting more views, though, than it was before, because I swear, once I started doing the, Minecraft poser for the thumbnails, people were clicking a little bit more, so that was pretty cool. So, and yeah, the thumbnails look more interesting, too, so that was pretty neat. So, I had family in town. Last night, me and my little cousins, we actually filmed some Mario Maker episodes. And I'm gonna, like, really edit them down because we filmed really long episodes. I'm gonna edit them down and then, you know, post them just as, like, you know, I made a playlist for, like, it's called One-Offs with Family and Friends. Basically, just, like, the stuff where I was like, oh, like, last Christmas when me and Brandon and Dominic played Mario 3D World. Now, me and Brandon want to play 3D World all the way through eventually, but this was just like, this is just a one-shot. We just did 2 random levels, or several random levels for 2 episodes. So that's in that folder now, not in its own folder of games with Brandon, because that doesn't make sense, because now I'm doing actual full games with Brandon. And same for games with Almas. The one where I did Mario Maker with him, I put that in the one-offs with friends and family. Just because that's where it belongs. It's like 3 episodes long, and then again, me and Almas do games together, so it's like, if we're gonna do a whole playlist of a game, why bother having, like, a games with Almas in it or whatever? So it's like, that's all just gonna be in that one folder. Now, if I do like a bunch of one-offs with one person, that might be its own folder. Like, I was talking about doing stuff like that with my mom, if she's interested. But I don't think she has the patience to sit for a whole series of something, so, you know, stuff like that. But, we did some Mario Maker stuff. It was pretty funny. It's gonna take a while to edit, but I'll try to get them posted eventually. I also, aside from that stuff, I need to work on TikTok Cherry Clock stuff. If there's a day where, you know, I would have posted 2 episodes, but maybe only got 1, it might be because I'm working on TikTok Cherry Clock stuff. So, we'll see. So my cousins were telling me about, like, horror games, and that I should play more of them, and it's like, I'm not really a horror game person, but it might depend on the game, because, like, I mean, I don't know how much Resident Evil classifies as horror, but I can play Resident Evil. Me and Lawrence were playing Resident Evil 5. I wish I got that recorded, but my computer's not capable of handling it. I think I need to get a capture card. That would really, really help, probably, but I can't afford that. We'll see what happens. You never know. That or a better CPU, something. I don't know. My friends have told me, I gotta be able to afford it, but for now, I gotta do what I can do. I don't even know how I'm still running Subnautica, because it's got, like, you know, the frames tend to drop sometimes. Like, I've dumbed down the resolution so much, and I feel bad, because I watch, like, Markiplier play, and it looks gorgeous. There's no, like, pixels missing or anything, you know, like, there's nothing, like, wrong. It's, like, flawless, and then mine's all, like, blocky and dumb, and I'm like, ugh. But, you know, it's still fun to play, so I don't really worry about that. But, for horror games, if you guys, I know you guys have suggested a couple. I'd have to look at my list. I mean, if I can play them, I might start posting episodes, because it just, you know, with, like, I suffer with, like, I suffer from, like, bad anxiety regularly, so it's like, when I have to play games that are gonna really stress me out, that kind of, like, gets affected, which is why Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically Sister Location, got kind of just, like, because I get so stressed out, but Sister Location was also just the fact that it was just, like, this is impossible. As far as Five Nights goes, I still do want to try to do 3 and 4. I might start those up again, you never know. Because my one cousin said that was what he was watching on my channel, was Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, sorry. I know it's been a while since I played any of them, but, you know, I kind of lost my steam for them for a little while, but you never know. But then with other horror games, like, I know that they were talking about SCP Containment Breach, which I've heard Mark has played that. I haven't watched it, but apparently there was a huge update to the game, and they were saying I should play it. So if you guys want to see me play SCP Containment Breach, maybe I'll give it a try. Again, I'm not promising that I can play the whole game through, because you never know, I might not be able to. Like, horror games aren't really my type of games. I'm more into, like, the adventurous, like, platformers and stuff like that, you know? But I want to give a shot at something, because, I don't know, I'm not really, like, my reactions are better when it comes to, like, suspenseful or, like, storyline things, like with all the Bayonetta reveals. Like, you know, I love my reactions to those, but, like, jump scare type stuff is like, but, like, I can definitely freak out at a video game. It's just, I don't know, jump scare is not really, like, my, you know, like, where I'm like, oh, all over the place. I'm not really that, like, explosive when it comes to that stuff. It's more like me bitching at the game. It's more like, how the Game Grumps talk to their games, you know, or how they react to stuff. It's kind of more like that, not really like Markiplier or PewDiePie type of thing, but I would still be willing to play them if you guys have suggestions. So I've been thinking a lot about the games I do with Almas and Brandon and stuff like that, and I have future games planned to do with them. Like, obviously with Almas, we tried to do Assassin's Creed, and that just fell apart because the game was just not giving us anything. And then we're doing Sonic Adventure, which we were gonna film some last night, but it got too late, so we're like, let's just reschedule. So sometime this week we'll be filming again. Hopefully we can finish the game in this filming session. I don't know, because Big's part of the story is awful. But you know, because I want to do other games with them, and when me and Brandon plan to live together again, whatever, we have more ideas for games that we want to do, and maybe include Dom in them too, and, you know, whoever else wants to game with us or whatever. So I don't know if we're going to do a new channel for that, but for right now, on my channel, that's what we're doing. But it's, I guess, because those guys don't have their own channels, so it's like, just might as well do it on mine. But what I was thinking of doing was kind of similar to how the Game Grumps have, like, different groups. Like, Game Grumps is specifically Dan and Aaron, as far as I know. But then you have, like, Grumpcade, which is, I think it's, I don't know if it's just Ross and Barry, or if it's, like, you know, a certain combination of people. Hi, Zoe. And then you have, like, Steam Train, which I think is, like, you know, there's certain people who have to be, like, in that group, and they'll call it that in the episode title. I was thinking of doing something similar to that with you know, the people I do games with. That way, in the thing, you guys know who, or like which group it is. I was also gonna do new ideas for the thumbnails, because I feel like putting our faces on the pictures is kind of obnoxious, and it's like, I don't think it's helping. So I want to actually try to draw some stuff, like just to have like a picture that I use all the time. I was using chibis before, but I'm kind of wanting to make something a little more cool looking, more like, you know, realistic, I guess, or like more, like just more awesome. I know a lot of YouTubers have art of themselves, and I'm like, maybe I should do some of that and make it look really cool, and then make the thumbnails less busy. Like, that's one thing I need to strive for. So it's getting to be that time of the year where, you know, cons are approaching. So in general, if my videos go down to like one a day for a while, it's because I'm working hard on cosplay. I don't know if I'm gonna actually have to do that, but we'll see. I have all these ideas for Bayonetta's cosplay, and in the past couple days, I've actually been fiddling with it. I removed, from the bodysuit, I removed all of the hair on the sleeves, I removed the straps, I removed all the chain and all the glue residue, and it's basically just fabric now except for the zipper. So I have ideas of how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to fix a bunch of stuff. I want to make the cosplay as lightweight as possible. So I have to redo the guns completely too, so that's going to be a challenge, but I want to get it, you know, nicely done. And it's like, I feel more relaxed because I don't have like a time pressure right now, but I also have ideas that should be hopefully good to work, and it won't require like tons of sewing or, you know, like awful little like, you know, hand stitching or hand placement of things like that's just like tedious, because that stuff is like awful. I hate hand stitching. So I'm working on Bayonetta. I'll be working on Vaporeon hopefully soon as well. Vaporeon shouldn't be as hard. I think the biggest problem is going to be the tail and the ears, but the dress itself or the bodysuit, not that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm going to be hard at work on Bayonetta's cosplay, and you know, we'll see when that gets done. If I get done with all my cosplays before I have to go anywhere, obviously videos will go back up to 2 a day. For sure after AX they'll go back up to 2 a day. Hopefully at AX they'll be at 2 a day, we'll see. It just depends on like, the problem with that is the editing. That's the biggest issue, is because like I'm getting more involved in my episodes, like doing like zooms and doing like text and stuff, and that takes more time to do, and sometimes I've got a lot of footage that I gotta cut, especially with like Subnautica and sometimes Minecraft or certain other games that are just like, this is taking too long, and it's just like, oh god. And some of the Mario Maker stuff I want to do soon is going to require that type of cutting too, so that stuff can take like longer to do, and it almost makes me not want to have a set schedule of like when this will be out. And I don't know if that's been like better or worse, but it might just be kind of like, oh okay, I have the time to edit this and post it, but I don't really know, because there's some that are easy, some that are just, you know, because it's nice when the edit just kind of, you just roll with the episode, and it's like, okay, I don't have to do much editing, but just like cuts and stuff, it can get really tedious and take a lot of time. That's why I wish I had an editor, but I'm not that big of a YouTuber, so I don't. So I will be working on cosplay. Oh, and also with that, I'm gonna do a time lapse for the Vaporeon cosplay, because why not? But for Bayonetta, you guys have already seen the time lapse. What I'm gonna do instead is do like random clips as I progress, and just be like, okay guys, so here's where I'm at now. I might post some stuff to Instagram throughout the whole thing, and so you guys will get to see stuff, but once it's all said and done, I will release a video that's like, hey, here's the little like steps that I took, but it's not going to be like a full-on time lapse. It's going to take too much footage, too much time. It was kind of tedious to have to get the camera out every time I made stuff for the Bayonetta cosplay last time, so I'm just going to do little clips, because you guys have already seen it, like I said, and I'll just show you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully it works out, so we'll see. And of course, D&D Corner. So, this last week, we managed to game, Jeff wasn't there, but Maya was able to come. Brent and Kat brought donuts, and it was awesome. So, we were still at the luau, and what's funny is, Kat, her character, Kata, was putting out food from her bag, because Kata's always like, I have food, like, people eat my food, whatever, because she's always trying to feed people, because she's just like the motherly type of character, I guess, is the way to put it. So she put out some food that she had left over from our adventures and stuff for the people to eat, and of course they were like, yeah, food, cool. The problem was, some of that food was food from the place where they were having like the ceremony where they were eating werewolf parts. No one's gonna know what that meat is probably, but that was like being used for kind of like a ceremonious ritual. So, you know, our character's just having fun. My character's getting a little bit buzzed because she's never really drank alcohol before. And so Kasim, he feels the ground start to shake, and he's like, that's not good. So he pulls Shyam away, and he's like, come with me. So they're just like off in a corner chatting or whatever. Kata, I think, felt the ground shaking, so she got on her little floating mortar and floated away. Capono was too far away. I think the shaking woke him, but otherwise he didn't really know what was going on. And then Kyle had, because Maya was there now, Kyle had come out and she was totally like getting drunk and eating all the food, so, you know, like just going nuts with party, because that's Kyle's character. She's all like party crazy. And it was really funny because there was a moment where she totally hit on Shyam, and because she didn't recognize her without her mask on and stuff, and she was just like, it was the funniest thing. She like put her arm around Shyam's waist, she's like, hey there babe, or whatever, and Shyam's like, Kyle, it's me, and she's like, I am so sorry. It was the funniest moment. But like, I think that was before all the stuff started going bad. But so the ground was shaking. Kyle, I think, was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, one of the Titanesques just bores out of the ground beneath the luau. And apparently it was a lot smaller than the one that we'd seen back in the north. But the thing is, the islanders started like attacking it because they're like, there's a monster at our party, we gotta kill it. You know, because it's like, it's gonna eat us if we don't. But their weapons were going right through it. So my character is looking at it going, it's not really there, is it? And sure enough, it was like, because the veil of the spirit world is so thin here that these things are happening or whatever, and it was that meat that they were using to keep the Titanesques at bay, I guess. But like, it wasn't actually there. It did bore a hole in the ground, but that was like the only physical thing it did. Otherwise, it just made the ground shake. So, and it appeared, and it was really small, and then it went away in like a wisp of whatever. So we realized that it was just like a spirit visual, but it wasn't anything else. So, you know, Capono finally shows up, his eyes have stopped bleeding, so he's having fun now and, you know, hanging out with everyone. And it's so funny because I forgot that he actually saw Cheyenne without her mask on, because in the last couple games, he came up to her house, or her tower, to like, because he was bored, I guess, or something, or to let her know that we'd gotten an audience with Pride. And she'd been taking a bath at the time, so when she got out and like she heard him knocking, she just kind of put like a towel on or something, or a robe, and just opened the door. Didn't really worry about covering. But so Capono totally knew who she was, and it was just kind of funny because I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot, because I was all like, oh, you've never seen her without her stuff on or whatever, and he's like, no, I haven't. I'm like, wait, oh, that's right. So it was like kind of funny. I was like, hey, Cheyenne, and I was just like, oh. So after that, we kind of stayed at the luau for a bit. There was bickering between Kasim and other characters, whatever. And then we saw these ghostly lights over by our ship, and it turns out we were getting attacked by these weird, like, shark people, zombie things. Brent initially wanted us to fight them with the villagers present. Like, he wanted us to take them back to the village to have everyone, like, fight them, that we'd have, like, a lot more people on our side, but we ended up going, no, we don't want to endanger them, so we fought them out there, and Brent wasn't expecting us to do that, so it was, like, a really difficult fight, but we still got through it. It was just, like, kind of frustrating. Like, we didn't really know how to attack it. I think Capono finally, the boss one, because the other ones we killed, the boss one was like hard to attack, so he finally just thought, hey, you know what, if it's like a spiritual thing or whatever, I'm just gonna rip its spirit out of it and kill it or whatever, and that ended up working. So we don't really know what the point of that was, but the Vampire King, for some reason whispered in Capono's ear somehow with magic or whatever that he knows where Capono is, because, you know, they had the scarring or whatever from the attacking that lady, so he knows where Capono is, and Capono just kind of sat down and started crying because he's just so like, no, and we're just like, Capono, are you okay? Like, what's happening? So he's just like not having a good time still. It sucks, but he's just like stressed out from the Vampire King. So that was our D&D game. Then it was pretty good, and, you know, we had a good amount of fun, so there was at least that. And at least Maya was able to come this time too. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and post this and get to work on some other things. I have to build some more furniture. I also have to upload. I didn't get a Sonic done yesterday, so I want to get one done today, as well as the last Subnautica I filmed. Hopefully I can get that out. And we'll see what else I can record and whatever. But I'm gonna be working on Bayonetta for sure. That'll be like a week-long process. I'm willing to bet, because trying to get these chapters like perfected is really hard. But it's fun to play the old game, and, you know, new stuff that I've learned, and learning how to play, because Bayonetta 1's different than Bayonetta 2, obviously, because you get magic differently than you did in 2, but there's no Umbran Climax, so when you're fighting a boss, you're like, why do I have all this magic? But whatever. Alright guys, so that's what I'll be doing, and of course working and dealing with other stuff too. So, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out the links at the end and the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time, and until then, stay with people.
Dispatch! Oh god, I'm stuck in it! I'm stuck in it! I'm stuck in it!
I love Ivy. She's so awesome. For reasons This.
It's like, so you like to play Dance Dance Revolution?
Oh god! Well, that happened.